almost every day you just hang out, talk to Alice Cooper about playing golf with Justin Verlander, which could happen. It's possible.
Well, yeah.
You're not too bad.
We're the same handicap, so I told him last night, you know, and we got to get together.
John, you could dress them. You could actually have their outfits.
Exactly. I could drive their cart, I can tell you that.
Me too. You and I will drive the cart. We'll be the caddies, right?
How exciting to have you in town. I mean, the opening of the store on Woodward.
Two Detroit boys.
That's right. You know, local guys making good.
What'd you think last night?
That was great. I still have my little...
I would call it epic.
It was.
I would really call it.
You really have to rub it in that I wasn't there.
Pulling up to that monster wall closing Woodward and having Alice there and all the excited Detroit fans and of Alice and the supporters and that. It was really very special.
It's a real shot in the arm, too, for where that area is down there. To, you know, this is going to be, I think, that hypodermic needle that starts everything going up there. I mean, it's already started. Yeah. But getting a Varvatos in there, that makes a big difference. It
hasn't even been a decade, and Al, you could confirm this. I used to go down and do Fourth Fridays at Campus Martius, and I'd be on TV begging people,
come down.
Please come down. They're putting on a free concert, or they're going to show a movie, and you know, a trickle of people would show up. And otherwise,
well, you're going to find it's a destination now. It's, you know, downtown's going to be a destination.
Yeah, I love it.
Could you ever imagine a guy growing up, you know, as a kid in Allen Park, that you would be the, you know, force behind this? How cool is that?
Well, I'm just one of the cogs in the wheel, but I never could have imagined it when I grew up. And then, like I said last night, it was a very special moment as we kind of came up there. I had butterflies, which I don't get very often. Yeah, just something, you know, pretty incredible.
And Dan Gilbert was there, Justin Verlander, Kate Upton. I mean, it was
Al Gardner from Chrysler. Chrysler was a big part of it as well. Al came out to...
So tell us about the show for those of us who didn't get to go.
Well, you know, very rarely do we get to be a bar band, you know, because normally it's all the theatrics and it's all the stuff. So to get to go up and be a bar band was fun last night. You know, I say, what do you want to hear? And somebody yell out Brown Sugar. Okay, let's do it.
You did some cover songs.
Because most bands, I mean, even the Beatles, the Stones, everybody started out being a bar band. You know, doing requests. That was fun to do that last night.
I took a picture, I don't know if we've shown it yet, but with my handy-dandy smartphone. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. There you are.
Doesn't it look like a professional shot there?
It does. It looks like cover Rolling Stone right there.
There you go.
Looks like you're flashing the peace sign, but you're actually holding the mic stand.
The mic stand, yeah.
So what does Alice Cooper do when he's back home in Detroit?
You know, I have all my families here. We lived in Ferndale, we lived in, you know, East Detroit. I was born right downtown, Saratoga Hospital, which is now a mental hospital. Something to do with that.
That fits in.
Yeah, that fits right in. But, you know, I was Tigers, Lions, you know, Red Wings. When I was a little kid, my room looked like a shrine to Al Kaline, you know. And then I moved to Scottsdale because of asthma. And I've been there for 50 years, and at the same time, people say now, where are you from? I go, Detroit. I never say Phoenix, I say Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah, it's a bragging rights to be from Detroit.
Tell us about the line, the clothing, the store, the excitement.
You know, we've been open a month, and it's been, you know, such a great warm welcome. It's been much better than we ever could have imagined, really. And you know, it's got our entire collection in there between our main collection and our USA collection and our Converse product, and it's just a fun place. The store's a fun. I mean, you saw it last night with everything ripped out of there, and it was a club for sure with the balcony and everything else. But it's a, you know, that was at one time, as I think we might have talked about it last time I was here. It was called the Temple of Music in 1893. The family that opened that building, and so it was a music building. So it was really apropos that we're there and that we believe in and support music and rock and roll, and that Alice was there. And they weren't thinking of rock and roll in 1883.
Detroit's still the home of rock and roll for me.
That's right. I mean, how did you guys meet? Did you start dressing him, or did you?
Actually, yeah. I started going to the store, and I didn't realize he was from Detroit. And then we started talking, and I realized he was a walking dictionary for every Detroit band ever. And he really, I mean, is amazing. You name a band, he'll tell you who was in it and who played what and everything. And Detroit is, you know, I mean, hard rock and Motown is really, that's what the home is here, it's Detroit.
And then about maybe 7 years ago or something, we had Alice, 7 or 8 years ago, we had Alice in our campaign, which was really one of the pivotal points of our kind of iconic music campaigns.
Because when I think Alice, I think tuxedo, right?
We put him in a tuxedo.
With makeup stains on it, right?
Yeah. was great.
So what was like getting up this morning after the big party last night?
You know, I don't drink anymore, so it was easy for me. You know, it's funny because I get up at 6:30 to play golf anyways, you know, in the morning, so it was no big deal.
6 days a week. That is utterly amazing.
And I only sleep like 4 hours a night, so that's, you know.
He's got a
like
lot
you
of
guys.
energy, this guy.
You get here, what,
exactly,
you get here 3 in the morning?
We're living the high life, playing golf in the morning.
What time do you guys get up in the morning?
She gets up a lot earlier than I do.
I used to get up at 2:30 in the morning.
Oh my God.
I know, but you know, I love my job, and because I get to meet people like you.
Well, that's
fantastic
great.
Is that? So.
Well, that's amazing. 2:30 in the morning.
So aside from Alice Cooper, what's on your phone, on your iPad, on your iPod?
Well, I have 40,000 songs on my iPhone, iPod kind of thing, and I'm always listening to new music. I was actually playing music to Alice and his daughter in the car coming over here this morning, and I started a record label with Universal Music, and our first artist on it is Zach Brown Band.
Oh, cool.
So, and we have a #1 single with Zach right now. So I was playing him a young artist that we have on this, 21 years old, that we just signed, and getting his perception and thought of what the music was and that. So I'm listening to a lot of new, young music as well.
What are you up to?
What
do
are
you
you?
still tour?
With Motley Crue right now. We go out. We've done 85 shows with them right now, and then we go out Australia in May, and then Europe. You know, it's a tour that never ends.
Is it still the scene like it used to?
Oh yeah,
You
it's
still
amazing.
do all your
Classic rock is bigger now than it's ever been. We go out and 15,000 people a night, and half of the audience is 15 to 25, and they have the makeup on and they know every lyric. It's just weird to look down there and see them.
Oh yeah.
Your daughter tours with you, right?
Yeah, well, Calico, she's right over there.
Oh, she over here?
Yeah.
Come on over here, Calico. She's not mic'd up, but we can see her.
Kelly just played the serial killer on Hawaii Five-0.
I did.
She was, and she did it.
Serial.
Actually, a nice girl.
Yes, and she's in the show. She's in the show, and everybody will. But Alice is coming to the Palace in what, July or something like that?
Yeah, with Motley back.
Yeah, so you'll be able to see her. But she's in the show as well as his wife.
Yeah.
Cheryl's in the show as well.
My wife teaches ballet and jazz, and so she's.
It's a family affair.
Yeah.
What are you listening to these days? What?
You know, I like a lot of the young bands if they're rock bands. You know, I think there's a lot of bands out there that say they're rock bands, but they're not. Being from Detroit, I listen to bands if they have energy, if they've got pop to them. There's a band called the Stripes out of Ireland that are really good. He's got a couple of bands that are really, really good, young bands. I just want to hear more hard rock rather than folk rock.
Right.
You know.
No,
I think we're getting a little bit soft.
Right now.
It's gone a little bit too much yacht rock out there.
Yeah, too much pop too. I mean, we love pop music, but come on, let's you know. And it's time. It's you know, the rock music is raising its head again.
It's ready to recycle, I think. You know.
Yeah.
Are you into this whole social media thing? You on Twitter?
No, I don't even have a phone.
You're on Twitter. Who doesn't?
So I have guys that do that, but I don't. Honestly, I don't I don't have a computer.
So you unplug?
I unplugged.
Well,
Elton does it either.
They ask him, they go, well, Alice, what do you think about this and this? And he answers, and they go, and then they put it.
So at real Alice Cooper is not really.
It's at him saying it.
It's me saying it, but not me doing it. You know, I don't know. I get on the bus, and the band is all got their laptops out, and they're Googling the Eiffel Tower. We're in Paris. I go, it's out there. Go look at it. You can close the computer. You know, I mean, honestly, I think it takes away from a lot of real life. Computerized.
Well, we set this up for you over here.
I love that.
Would you like to go over and sit down and take a picture with the Simpsons?
Absolutely.
Sure.
With
We
Homer.
walked in and
Who
we
doesn't
said,
want to
hey.
take a picture with Homer?
Look at that. There's a chair over there for you to sit on.
He's waiting for you, right?
Yeah, look at that.
Not creepy at all.
No.
Not the slightest bit for you. Not even for Alice Cooper.
Do you guys get to take in a Tigers game while you're here?
We leave for Cleveland today for the Hall of Fame. They have the induction, the Hall of Fame induction.
Congratulations.
Well, I've been in for 2 years, but I'm going in to watch some of the guys that are getting inducted. Ringo's getting inducted, and it's always fun to see your friends get in.
Green Day, Joan Jett.
Green Day, Joan Jett, friends of ours that have we know for years.
What about Cheap Trick? I mean, shouldn't they be in
Oh my
there?
God, yes,
Deep Purple?
come on.
I mean,
Moody
some of the
Blues.
oversights are
Thank
just
you.
Joe Cocker. It's a matter of nobody knows
Mitch
how it's
Ryder,
done.
let's talk about Detroit.
Mitch Ryder, heck
He's
yeah.
been on
I
the
mean,
show.
talk about
Love Mitch.
inspiration.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Bruce Springsteen's been rallying for Mitch Ryder for quite some time. So.
Yeah. It's funny. It's not like it's not like your normal popularity contest. There's all kinds of things that you have to conform to in order to get inducted, you know.
Took you a while because you don't conform.
I don't conform at all.
I was hoping you'd wear your makeup today.
Well, there's still some on there, I think.
I got some really good remover.
No, I leave it on. I leave it on. I think people would be...
You never know.
Yeah.
In case you're going to bust into something.
She's the one. She walks around, you know, and she's got fake blood all over her. And we walk into hotels and they look at me and they look at her and they go, what happened?
What's going on with this family?
The band told me, bet me $100 I wouldn't run through the Plaza Hotel covered in my after-show blood. $100, and I put it in my hand. And I go, someone help me!
Sucker!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, did they call police?
Oh, they didn't have time. I'm really fast.
No, somebody also said it's Alice Cooper. They went, oh, okay.
Oh, all right. Isn't he on a golf course somewhere?
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Great to see you again.
Thank you. And thanks
you.
for bringing great things to Detroit.
We're going to get you over here to
sure.
talk to the
Absolutely.
Simpsons.